So we're getting ready for another game on our campaign that we're playing. These are the table deployments. This particular table here is going to be Dawn of War, and there's 5 objectives, and they're playing for victory points. Not victory points for the models, but victory points for the markers. The markers have, there's 225s, 275s, and there's one 100 victory point. So at the end of the game, whatever terrain piece that they're on, that they're holding, they'll tally up those victory points, and the one who has the most will win. So that's this one here, Dawn of War, 5 objectives. Objectives worth victory points. And over here on this table, we don't have a deployment yet, but there's another 5 pieces. Got one here, one over there, one there, one there, and then there's one on that terrain over there. And again, they're victory points game for the areas that you capture, and the victory points are random. I do not know their point value. I did not look. I just wrote on the back of them and placed them down after I shuffled them.
I got the you can green stuff tongue hang out.
So it looks like we have our start for this map, and we have Ultramarines versus Chaos Marines, and we got a Raider, a Land Raider, Rhino, looks like a Guard unit, some troops, Dread, some Scout units there. I don't know my Chaos guys, but there's some Chaos guys there. And then a Demon Prince and some more Chaos. So, and I think these guys are still on turn 1. Back for more. And then over here, we are also playing Dawn of War, and it's the Dark Eldar versus Tyranids. And both tables are playing 1,500 points, and the Tyranids have turn 1, and they're moving their forces in. Okay, so for round 1, we ended up not doing the Dawn of War because we forgot. But anyways, my guys moved in, shot at the building, took out one guy, and shot a pie plate, blast plate at the HQ, and hit but no wound. And bike shot, and then I moved them during the assault. They ran, these guys ran into the building, they ran, came in 12 inches, shot, and did I take any guys out, or did you make your cover saves?
One guy was taken out.
One guy was taken out from there, and that Ravager went flat out. So you can start your movement phase. So what turn are you folks into now?
2.
2?
No, first I'm gonna fire that thing. Center it over that guy again.
The center champion.
Well, I don't know, maybe I'll get better luck centering it over him.
Any vehicles been popped yet?
That one's destroyed.
The Rhino's been destroyed?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. So, send it over that. Miss. Oh, I thought. Okay,
If you have a power fist, you always go last.
Yep, you're right. Okay. That's right. Okay, I keep thinking of initiative. I keep getting confused with the initiative.
But it's just that the power fist slows you down so much that your initiative is dropped down to what?
Toughness 4.
4.
Versus strength 6, so 2+, right?
That's, yeah, same as last time. 6, 4.
All 5.
What turn are you folks in?
I believe this is turn 2. This is turn my turn.
You're still turn 2? Okay. So you guys are moving along pretty good then.
It's pretty cool. You can take on a bench.
Pretty balanced so far?
I forgot it was capture point, so I only have 2 troops, and one of them already died.
This is
So.
what I rolled, right?
Pull them back
Those are the
then.
5 wounds.
Yep.
I took 2.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep. How many wounds does he have? Okay.
So he's got 2
So he's
left.
got 2 wounds left.
Now I get to attack.
Yep. You get to allocate who you're attacking. They have the same weapon skill, so. Once they got different saves though. He's got a 2-5 save, and he's got a. So he'd have a 5 invulnerable. He'd have a 4.
Well, you know, I'll just go for the one slower one. So
So we are at the top of 3 for our game here. Bailed my guys out and assaulted. Didn't do so hot, but I managed to stay. These guys shot at them trying to soften them up for the assault. Didn't work. You can see here that my jet bikes are gone. They moved forward, shot their splinter pistol, missed, and then assaulted. Didn't do any hits on the assault. These guys just moved and positioned themselves in the building. Vehicle moved forward a little bit and shot at the spore bomb dude. And I didn't hive guard, and I didn't move them. They ran over there. So that is it. So we're at the movement stage of the Tyranids now. You know.
Yeah. There's another one. Hey, Brian!
How'd you do, Levi?
So we're gonna call it game here, and the opponent won because he had a 75-point objective marker. We're at 4, but my opponent has to leave. I had this objective marker here, and that was only 25 points. So he won, and it was a really good game. My guys were rolling really good at start, and then they kind of started to fizzle out on the wounding. He had a rough start, but then was picking up on the rolls. So it was really an even game, considering I had a lot more troops out on the table than he did. So it was a really good game. Really good game.
I took my guys off already. Sorry.
No, that's all right. So the Chaos team, they won. And the way how they won is that the Demon Prince did a last submission against a troop choice that was on the objective marker and pulled them away. So that was able to win. So, what did you look to see what you scored?
Oh, I didn't even know that it had a score.
Neither did I.
You scored 100 victory points.
Oh, so we still add up the victory points?
I only got 25.
No. Those were the victory points. So depending on what objective marker.
So I was thinking that all you had to do is get the objectives. I didn't know they had points to them.
Yeah, no, they had points to them.
Shit.
What was the center one?
25.
I got
So
the
even
biggest
if you
one.
had-
I know, you lucky son.
So I mean, it was really random on it. Well, even if you had the objective marker, it doesn't guarantee that you would have won because they're each worth different.
And that's what I was thinking, was that we were just doing straight objectives.
Right.
But like if he
I'm
had,
glad you didn't tell us, because then
you would have played differently.
no, because then I would have been too curious to look.
Oh yeah. So if your last submission
Even
failed,
if I had those two,
I still
you would have
would've
won.
you still would have won.
You still would have won if I had those two.
That's neat.
That's
Yeah.
25,
I mean,
25.
it's really random. It's
I
really
like that.
random on that.
That's,
So
that's neat. I like that for the game idea. But yeah, that last submission really helped.
and that way then it. I mean that way you're not adding up points for. And there's no way that you could come to a tie because I got 225s and 275s and 100. So there's no way you could come to a tie.
Well, if he gets that one and I get those two, we got 100 each.
Yeah. Well, I guess there would have
There
been
is
a
a
tie
way,
there.
but it's
It's less likely.
less
for a tie.
likely.
Yeah.
But
You know, you
yeah,
have it split up, so it's way less likely. Why could you?
So I mean,
I didn't know that either.
even if I
technically
didn't move up, I still would've
technically
gotten
you won out because I mean if you didn't get that last no because you still would have won.
You still would have won because you had 100, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
But we were both playing the one marker, one marker. We didn't know. I mean, I know you said beginning, don't lift it up, but I didn't know what you were talking about.
I didn't,
lift
I
it
didn't
up.
hear that.
Don't
I
touch
didn't hear
it.
the don't lift it up part.
Don't
So-
touch
I
it.
didn't know what he meant, but I was like, okay,
Don't touch it.
No, I didn't hear the don't lift it up part. So it was
Yeah.
That was cool.
One of them actually got flipped over and I saw the point value, so I had to pick them all up and then reposition them
re-randomize them.
because otherwise I would have.
This ain't your die, right? Nope, it ain't clip corner, right?
Mine have all clip corners.
Did these guys do any good?
Yes, they did. They
What are they called now again?
These are
Obliterators.
Obliterators.
And how are they any different from Terminators?
They got all kinds of extra weapons.
they have a plethora of weapons.
More selection of weapons compared to a Terminator.
They come standard. They're 75 points each.
Levi, you packing up?
They come with a las cannon, multi-melta, a plasma cannon, twin-link plasma gun, twin-link melta gun, and a twin-link flamer, and a power fist.
How did your defilers do?
Very well. I was clipping out troops left and right with the
Now, was he using his bonuses that he had applied, or did he forget about
What
it?
what were I didn't even know
He
what
had
they
a
were.
North Shaken for that,
That did never get shot at.
and then I forget what the other ones had. One had Fearless.
That didn't come into play.
Okay, so that probably should have been used, but if you forgot,
It didn't come into play anyways.
Okay.
Because Space, he didn't choose to. Well, actually, that would have come into play.
in an assault it would have.
But I wiped out most of his stuff with my Demon Princes.
That's cool. That's a neat thing.
How'd you get that axe? Does that come with standard?
I
with the
made
kit?
that axe.
You made that axe?
Out of,
Isn't that cool?
Rod of metal, and then I made the axe part out of plastic card, and then I chopped off chain axe chainsaws to put on the teeth, and then I made the corn symbol on it.
Nice.
I also positioned the Demon Prince in kind of like a running position, because he's supposed to be my corn Demon Prince.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure if I find another one.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, that's gonna be a close game.